Welcome back everyone, I'm Eric from Rare Candy and here today we are back on PTCGO. This time we're going to be playing with Dragapult, and you heard that correctly, not Dragapult VMAX. This is just Dragapult. Stage 2, Rare Candies, all that great stuff. This is actually a deck I've been playing with for the past couple weeks on my Twitch, and I want to finally show it off here on the YouTube channel for you guys. Definitely going to be a little bit more of an experimental build, playing things like greens exploration instead of like a traditional sort of Jirachi engine or anything else like that. So I felt like this could be a fun, interesting deck to show off, especially now that the Vivid Voltage format's kind of winding down. We've already covered most of the serious decks for the format, so we're gonna switch things up, play some stage 2s. But before we get any deeper in this deck too, guys, if you can, remember to like this video. It genuinely really does help get this video seen by more people on YouTube. And if you need any cards to complete this deck or any others, you can check out our friends at PTCGOstore.com. Use that coupon code RARECANDY at checkout, all caps, one word. Save yourself some money on your codes. And also our patrons at patreon.com/RareCandyTCG also have an exclusive discount code of their own for an even bigger discount. But hopping back into the actual deck, this is going to be based around Dragapult from Rebel Clash. Kind of a cool card, definitely got overshadowed by Dragapult VMAX that came out in the same set, but it's a stage 2. Has this Phantom Force attack for 2 Psychic Energy, just 120, and you put 3 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon any way that you like. So actually very similar to the VMAX, but I mean, this is a stage 2. The VMAX is basically a stage 1, so there's like very little reason to play this guy most of the time, unfortunately. But there's definitely some cool things going on here. Spreading damage is good. Free retreat is great, but the ability here, Infiltrator, is really why we are playing this and having some fun with this today. So if any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. So ideally, we just want to get a bunch of these Dragapults in play and just hopefully we can flip heads and make sure our opponent can't take prizes. That's going to be the whole goal of this deck. And if you notice, this is the only Pokemon we're playing. We have a 4-2-4 line. And the reason we're doing that is because this will enable us to play Green's Exploration as our primary engine. We really don't need too much to get up and running. We just need really energy and rare candies with our Dragapults. That's it, basically. But Greens, of course, we can only play this if we have no Pokemon play with abilities, and search your deck for 2 trainer cards, put them into your hand. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, whenever you evolve into Dragapult, that shuts off your Greens. While that's true, traditionally what I found with most stage 2 decks is you can usually get one of your stage 2s in play, and you usually have like 1 or 2 unevolved basics on your bench. So basically every time they knock out a Dragapult, they're going to reactivate your Greens more often than not. So Greens is still good even beyond turn 2 whenever you evolve. Again, just after your opponent knocks stuff out. But we are still playing a lot of other draw supporters since we can't play Dedenes, Jirachis, anything like that. We have 4 Marnie, 4 Research, and 4 Pokegear as well. So plenty of ways to draw cards, even though we don't have access to other more like ability-based forms of draw. We also have 2 copies of Lucky Egg as well. This is a card I really do like in this deck a lot. So if the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out, you get to draw until you have 7 cards in your hand. So definitely good with a deck like this that can be very susceptible to things like Reset Stamp and Marnie. Those cards really do traditionally hurt Greens-based decks, so Lucky Egg is a way to sort of, deal with that a little bit better. But beyond that, since we are a Greens deck, we have plenty of ways at searching out Pokemon. We have Quick Balls, Evolution Incense, and a couple of smaller copies of Communication. So those trainer cards can find our Pokemon, and then we have 2 copies of Energy Spinner to find our energies as well. But the other interesting card we have here is going to be 4 copies of Lillie's Pokédoll. So one of the issues we have with Dragapult is it does take 2 manual attachments, and sometimes that can take multiple turns to get set up. So sometimes we do need to stall for a few turns, and Lillie's Pokédoll is a great way at doing that. One of the best things about it is, like Dragapult, it doesn't give up prizes, or, half the time Dragapult doesn't at least. But, turn 1, if we are going second, which we kind of want to with this deck, we can go for Greens, grab a doll and a switch, and switch into doll while we slowly build up our Dragapults on our bench. So that's really the whole deck. There's not a whole lot of fluff. As you can see, there's no copies of Boss's Orders either. It's really hard to find room for multiple copies of a card like that in a deck like this. So I just said, you know what? We're not playing Boss. We're going to spread damage as it is. That's going to hopefully be good enough. Otherwise, I think you'd probably really only be able to fit like 1 Boss in this deck, if that. So that's going to be the deck we're going to be trying out, but I did drop a bonus Dragapult list for our Stage 2 patrons at patreon.com/rarecandytcg that does use a slightly more conventional build. So if you want some more Dragapult content, I'll have a link down below in the description for you to check that out after this video. But with all that out the way, let's hop some games and see if we can start flipping heads and deny our opponents some knockouts. Okay, so our opponent's going to call the coin flip here, which we lose, but luckily for us, most of the time people want to go first anyways. Yep, so that's exactly what we wanted to see. Ooh, this opening hand, not too good. No supporter, no attachment. What's really frustrating too with a deck like this is we play 12 physical supporters and 4 Pokegear, so it's actually really unlikely that we open without a way to draw cards. So ADP, this is hit or miss. I've won a good chunk of games against this deck already, but the ones where they play Aegislash, we just auto lose. So we have to watch out for that. If they play an Aegislash, we just pack it up, but if not, we do stand a chance. As long as we can flip decently on our coin flips, we're going to be kind of okay. So what do? We could get down Dull, but actually, I mean, they're going to go for Altered Creation, like, no doubt. It would be horrible if they... There's no reason for them to attempt to go for an ultimate, right? So I think we just Quick Ball. Go for another Dreepy. I think we still save... Well, I want to thin as much as possible here. I actually kind of think we get rid of the Doll almost. So we're just going to grab the Dragapult. If we get Marnie, that's fine because our hand's not good anyways. So yeah, I think we're just going to Quick Ball here. Toss with it all. Grab another Dreepy. And we really want to just evolve into 3 Dragapults like ASAP. To like deny them like free prizes on the bench. So from there, we're just going to click done. And hopefully we can draw a Research. That would be like our best top deck absolutely this turn. Stairs Crushing Hammer. Ooh, yikes. That's actually really bad. So yeah, things just got a lot worse for us because now we're suddenly not putting on pressure. We need to force them to have boss. So we're just going to do this. I think we just have to force them to try to flip through our attack, as bad as that is. Because Lucky Egg is pointless anywhere else, because they can just choose to boss the other one that we don't attach to. So I think we just do this here. And from there, just pass. So this feels bad, because otherwise we would have been able to finally start attacking if they weren't playing like the hammer variant of ADP. Like anything with energy denial is really bad against this deck, because we don't have something like Malamar in the format that cheat energies. And being reliant on those manual attachments is just so bad. There's Air Balloon. Ooh, but they don't have much going on either. Hey, we have greens, but now it's like worthless. Why couldn't we have drawn this literally just one turn earlier? And we just have to pass. That's really bad. This is, like against ADP, you want to be able to capitalize on them having slow starts. Okay, there's Cherish Ball, so yeah, they can Day change, do their whole thing now, and we're going to be in a bad spot, more than likely. So if we can ever just top deck a draw supporter, as in something that's not greens, or just energy, we can live with this hand. Okay, there's going to be the Dene GX. Okay, there's the boss as well. Okay, so it's a little bit frustrating, but there's still a world where we win if we just draw well on our or not draw well, but if we flip well on our Infiltrator ability. So we have to flip well, draw out of this dead hand. Oh, and they have the Aegislash. Yikes, that's all she wrote. So we're just gonna hit him with the well play. There's nothing we can do against Aegislash. Has the Sonic Edge attack. It goes through any effects, so our ability won't stop it. So yeah, they've got this one, guys. Lillie, scoop it up. There's no way to win this matchup. If they play Aegislash, that is. Alright, So let's see what we got going on here. We do win the flip, so we want to go second. Absolutely want to go second. Green decks just in general kind of want that. Okay, so we do take a mulligan, but I mean, it's kind of common when you only play 4 basic Pokemon. It's hard to really expect anything otherwise. Okay. So this is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I really wish if we could top deck a greens, that would be amazing. I really don't want to get rid of 2 energy, a Dragapult, and a rare candy. That's just kind of rough. Okay, this should be an interesting matchup, I'll say this, because it looks like they're playing Wailord, which is already a flippy card. They need 2 heads to knock us out in theory, but then they still have to attack through our ability as well. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. Okay, so pass over to us. How confident am I that they aren't going to have the knockout? I think we're gonna risk it. I don't know how good this is, but our hand's like too good to research, I think. So here's quick attack here. There's the heads. They need switch, Frostmoth, 4 energy. Okay, there's the Glimwood. That's the first piece of their puzzle they're probably looking for. Okay, there's gonna be a research. So let's see what they're tossing away here. They are gonna, but they're not going to switch. Gotta say, that's kind of suspect. I'd see no reason why you wouldn't switch here. You switch into the Snom, it's got the air balloon already. When you evolve into Frostmoth and accelerate all your energy on a Wailord, you just retreat and win. But maybe they're saying, you know what, I don't care about winning this turn, I'm just gonna try to go for the dive up, or I'm sorry, the draw up. So there is going to be, looks like a Dedenne GX they got. Another quick ball. So they're finding a lot of stuff this turn. And it looks like, again, they are gearing up for the draw up. And that would be fine with me. So just hopefully we can, I think yet again, top decking greens would be ideal, to be honest, guys. Because we just need energy, Dragapult, and Dreepy next turn. I mean, that's really it. Okay, there's going to be a data change. So off this hand, they do need Frostmoth, Switch, and a bunch of energy, but okay, there's the Capacious Bucket. Okay, just gonna go for the draw up. That's amazing. That's exactly what we want to see, actually. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to toss away a Dragapult here, but at least we were able to use our rare candy before we had to research, so. Let's see what we can make happen here. Okay, so we do get a Dreepy, that's good. We have some dolls in hand as well. Probably save the Ordinary Rod for in case this guy gets knocked out. And then from there, just go for the old Phantom Force. I mean, yeah, we probably just start putting extra damage on the Wailord. More than likely, I think they can, I mean, we could put them on a clock here to evolve this thing, but I think our path to victory is more likely just knocking out 3 2-prizers. I think more than likely that's how we're going to be forced to win. So you can have your Frostmoth. We don't play any gusting effects in this deck. We don't have room for multiple bosses orders, so boss is like kind of worthless at that point. And we're a greens deck, so we don't want to play Fion. So there's going to be a Marnie. Kind of liked our hand. Actually, I take that back. I like that we had a draw supporter, so maybe this Marnie is actually good. Oh god, this is so bad. If they knock us out, that's going to be awful. Because we are not going to have a whole lot to really work with, unfortunately. Man, that was a really good Marnie. But if we top, like if they knock us out and we top deck like a greens, then we can survive. Let's see, there's going to be Suicune. Not really worried about this guy. Doesn't hit for 150, so I think Wailord is still probably just their best attacker at this point. There's the Ocean Waves. Okay, so now they did their damage and we survived. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So we really needed this. Our hand was pretty bad. Okay, and we can live off this. Like, even though we don't have a whole lot going on each turn, we've been able to draw like just enough to like still stay in the game. Okay, so let's go for the candy. We're gonna get down the special energy and go for the Phantom Force here. Yet again, just gonna set up more damage here. Again, I'm fine. You can have your Snom or your Frostmoth. Like, yes, technically we would have knocked out this turn anyways, but I honestly kind of expected them to have the Frostmoth. Okay, there they go. Okay, there's going to be the energy retrieval, so more likely they're just going to gear up to start attacking with this guy. So what, they have, what, 330 max HP, right? Yeah, so we should be able to knock them out no matter what on the next turn. Again, just be nice if you're able to draw a supporter. I mean, we don't even really want to see greens at this point, to be honest. Kind of just want to see Researcher Marnie. So let's see what they've used so far. They are a boss down. That is interesting to note. Okay, so they're doing what, 340 right now? And yeah, we are going to be not, or 360, my bad. That feels bad, but at least we are going to take a knockout this turn. That's like the upside to where we're at in the game. Hey, lucky egg. I'll be happy to take that. If they knock us out, we can at least refresh our hand size. So that's what's up. Let's just get down. Let's see, if we two-shot this guy, that's 240. Plus the 60. Yeah, I think I'm actually... If we put all the here, that's 90. Plus 20, that's 110. Yeah, it would still take a lot to push this up to a two-shot. So I think I'm actually, at this point, just going to start targeting down Frostmoth. Okay, so we get Ornate Rod, that's good, and greens, that is also good. So if we do get knocked out, we at least have a greens and Ornate Rod to start setting up our Dreepies again. So, I mean, we definitely want to stay alive this turn, but at least we have like kind of a decent backup strategy if we do go down. Okay, there's research. Okay, a boss going down. That's actually big because if they do knock us out, we are going to have a helpless little Dreepy on our bench. Okay, so they've been doing pretty well on the coin flips from their attack. Let's see. And we do get knocked out. Does feel bad, but again, at least we just saw a boss at the discard. That's big. Okay, so we can work with this. Ooh, yikes. And we top deck Dreepy. That is great as well. So let's just do this to kick things off. Go for the Ornate Rod. Yes, we would like to do both as well. So probably just do this. I think we're going to, we could communication and then go for another greens. I don't hate that. We're given our energy spinner in deck, so we basically just want multiple Dreepies this turn. I mean, that's really all we want to see. Could even go for a Lucky Egg as well. I don't hate that. I think we'll just go for greens. That's fine. We still have Evolution Incense in deck? Yeah, we do. Because we can just grab this Dragapult again next turn if we need to. So let's just do this. And I'm thinking we're probably safe since we saw that second boss go down this turn. I mean, more likely they play 3, so there is still a chance we get knocked out, but I feel kind of safe. So how many of our horror secondaries? We have 2 down, okay? So we actually kind of want another horror psychic energy to go for a clean 2-shot on this. Yeah, because we're going to do 240 plus the 80. It's 320. Yeah, it's 10 out of range thanks to this giant cape, or cape of toughness, I should say. So maybe the play isn't to go for greens this next turn. Like maybe we should have actually just tried to go for research to get the horror psychic energy. Not sure, but you can see, guys, like you do have to like kind of plan your damage multiple turns in advance like this. So there's definitely like decent there's definitely an area, like a window to misplay with that sort of stuff. So okay, so they are going to knock out the doll. That's fine. Now if we could top deck the horror second energy or the Dragapult, that would be good. We do not though, so I think we just do this number for the moment and just kind of hope that we don't get KO'd. Okay, just checking. We do have switches and other dolls left in deck. If we do, like if they knock us out and we need a turn to recharge, we can maybe greens for a switch and a doll. So energy spinner, and let's just double check. I think that's our last one. Yeah, so we can no longer get energy off greens. That is important to point out. And I actually might even preemptively Pokegear as well to thin a little bit. So we're going to go for a Marnie here because I want to increase our odds of top decking into something good. Go for another gear. We'll grab greens. And there are 3 Marties down, so I think we're actually safe from getting our hand disrupted. So I'm actually going to Pokegear again, believe it or not. Do we want another Marnie? That starts putting us within range. If they Marnie us, we're going to be in bad shape. So I think I'm just going to... I think we're just going to leave this one. If this was a research, I would have felt fine taking that, but I'm just going to leave that in deck in case we get Marnied. So let's just do this. Go for the Phantom Force here. Yeah, since they put down this Suicune instead of the 3rd whale, now targeting on Frostmoth does kind of work for us a little bit here. There's going to be the Snom. So if they set up another whale, that could be... It looks like they're foregoing the last bench spot for a Crobat, maybe? There's going to be a Quick Ball. Okay, getting rid of a Glimwood, that's fine. We play no Counter Stadium in this list, actually. Okay, there's going to be their other whale. Okay, so they must be attempting to go for a Marnie or maybe a healing card, but there's going to be the Ocean Waves. Alright, so can we finally flip heads? And we do, thank God. We needed this, guys. So now I feel really good about the spot that we're going to be in. We have this here. We can just go for the Marnie. Let's get down our lucky egg and go for the Phantom Force. And we're like just shy of knocking this guy out, which is so annoying. But we can at least knock out Frostmoth and get a prize that way. Okay, Energy Spinner, that's fine. Don't really care about that. We want to find, I think, probably a rare candy and an evolution incense for next turn. If this guy goes down, of course. Now, if we just flip heads on our attack, like, it doesn't even matter. We just kind of win here. Okay. And we prevent the damage again. That's what I'm talking about. Dragapult 2 OP. So yeah, we're just going to get down this guy here. Go for this. And just go for the research. So feeling kind of okay about this. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Yeah, we're going to go for the Ornate Rod as well. So we will do both. Let's get a Dreepy and another Dragapult. And a Psychic Energy. Put that back in deck. And then from there, guys, I mean, we're in a great spot. Like, even if they knock out this guy, doesn't even matter. So yeah, we're going to target down their Suicune, and now it's like kind of a checkmate scenario. Like, they could get down another, well, no, yeah, they could get down a Cape of Toughness. Or wait, I thought they had, okay. Yeah, if they get down a Cape, that would slow them down, but hey, going for the boss, that's fine. We are still going to win because we can just bring up this Dragapult here yet again and take the KO. So for the two coin flip decks that showed off against each other, ours came out on top here. Take down the Suicune. That'll be the last prize we need for game. And we'll just put the damage counters on to detonate. That's fine. Whew. Okay, feels good. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap up our look here at the Greens Dragapult deck today. I mean, as you can see, this thing lives and dies by the coin flips, so it is kind of a stressful deck to play because every turn you're just like on the edge of your seat waiting to see if your opponent is actually going to be able to hit you with damage or not. So it is a little bit stressful to play, but you know, it's kind of fun. Like I said, it's kind of a nice way to switch things up right now if you are kind of bored of the current standard format like myself as well. But that's going to be it today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, all that good stuff. And if you can, consider supporting this channel by becoming a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg, where I also posted a bonus Dragapult list like I mentioned earlier, or pick up some merch from rarecandytcg.com. It would mean a lot. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.